Hey there, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into something that pretty much every growing business bumps up against: managing your inventory. Now, I know it might not sound super exciting, but getting this right is honestly one of the biggest keys to unlocking real growth. So let's dig into the hidden costs of doing it the old way. So, does this question hit a little too close to home? If you've ever felt like you're just drowning in spreadsheets or constantly having to double check and triple check your stock levels, trust me, you are so not alone. This is a classic growing pain. And this is what that pain actually looks like in the real world. It's that endless, soul-crushing cycle of checking SKUs on your websites, then on Amazon, then somewhere else, manually updating quantities every single time a sale comes in. And the worst part? Having to send that dreaded email to a customer explaining a late shipment because an item you thought was in stock, well, wasn't. It's a grind that just burns out even the best teams. All right, so this brings us to what I like to call the manual inventory trap. And it's sneaky because it's a powerful force that can completely stall out a business's momentum right when things should be taking off, right? And here's the crazy paradox. Those exact same hands-on manual processes that helped you get your first 100 orders, they become the number one thing holding you back from getting your next 1,000. What felt careful and detailed at first just becomes slow and full of errors. You literally get trapped by the very system you built to succeed in the first place. Okay, so let's put this side by side because the difference is huge. The manual world on the left, it's not just slow, it is risky. Every single time you type in a number, that's a chance for human error. That leads to delayed updates, which then snowball into shipping delays and unhappy customers. But the automated sync on the right, it's not just about being fast. It's about being accurate, having real-time visibility, and just streamlining your entire fulfillment process. The difference is truly night and day. So how do the best, most efficient teams escape this trap? The secret? It all comes down to one core concept. They build their entire system around a single source of truth. Let's break down exactly what that means. A single source of truth is basically mission control for your inventory. Think of it as one central hub where all your stock data lives and breathes. So whether you're selling on your own website, on eBay, Amazon, or in a retail store, every single one of those channels is pulling from the exact same, up to the second stock number. No more confusion, no more second guessing. You see, the teams that are absolutely crushing it, they live by a few super simple habits. First, they automate the sync across all their channels, making it impossible for the numbers to be out of whack. Second, they update stock in one central place, and only one. That discipline gives them this crystal clear, real-time view of what's selling and what's not, which means they can make smart decisions way before any problems even start. Okay, I know this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like day to day? Let's walk through a really quick practical example so you can see just how simple and fast this really is. All right, let's imagine you've got a product, and right now the system says you have 50 of them in stock. That number is showing up on your website, on Amazon, everywhere you sell. Now, good news, a new shipment arrives. Fantastic. You need to add these new items to your inventory. Now, in the old manual world, this is where the headache begins. You'd open up a dozen browser tabs and start typing. But not anymore. Instead, you just go to your central hub, your single source of truth, and you change that quantity from 50 to 100. You do it one time, just once. That's it. And here's the magic. You update that number once, and the system instantly tracks the change. And then, boom, within seconds, every single platform where you sell that product is updated with the new accurate quantity of 100. No frantic typing, no risk of messing it up. And that's the beauty of it. This isn't some ridiculously complex, intimidating technology. It's designed to be simple. It just works. It's really that simple. So, this brings me to what might be the single most important takeaway from all of this. If you're sitting there wondering, okay, but when should I actually make this switch? Well, there's a surprisingly clear answer. 10. This is the magic number. The rule of thumb from the experts is this: once your business starts consistently hitting 10 orders per day, the amount of time you are losing to manual inventory work officially costs you more than it would to just automate it. This is the tipping point. And I love this quote because it frames the benefits so perfectly. This isn't just about being more efficient or accurate. It's about freedom. It's about buying back your most valuable asset, your time. And let's be real, the tasks you're automating here, they aren't rocket science. This isn't complex work. It's just tedious, repetitive, and incredibly time-consuming work. Automating it isn't about learning some difficult new skill. It's about eliminating the boring stuff so you can finally focus on the important stuff. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. If you could get back all those hours you currently spend on manual updates, where would you reinvest that time? Would it be on better marketing, on developing new products, or maybe just building better relationships with your customers? That's the real potential we're unlocking here. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.
Ready to take your e-commerce business to the next level? With OneCart, you get effortless inventory syncing, streamlined listing management, and seamless multi-platform integration. Don't just take our word for it. Hear from our happy customers. Experience the OneCart difference and start your free trial today. Simplify your workflow, grow your business. OneCart, your all-in-one e-commerce solution.